Thanks, Dave. Continue on a little bit more with our presentation here. So I wanted to just, push the group a little bit, and it's going to be part of your exercises today. So I might be teeing into that and provide some helpers here about really looking at what's inside your network, regardless of the size of your business, and which devices and things are in there. So going back to this graphic, just kind of thinking that through. Okay, what's the first device that I have after the ISP hands it off to me? What do they do for me? I know some of the questions that came up in our original workup on this webinar is asking, I guess from an ISP standpoint, we give you a number of options. We can deliver a service at the end of little wires or fiber or whatever. We terminate that to a point that's usable for the subscriber, and then a little bit of it's up to you. So as it relates to this CPE, we call it a customer premise equipment, you have some options here. Sometimes the ISP will provide that to you. It's just part of the service. Like Dave mentioned, sometimes those used to be very simple devices, as simple as a modem or some type of termination. Didn't have any switching, routing, it didn't have any firewall features. It didn't really do a whole lot. Originally, probably didn't even have Wi-Fi on it. Contrast that to today, they're fully enabled gateway devices with managed services, next-gen firewalls, and all kinds of stuff would be the extreme of the other side. Probably most of you have maybe something in the middle, something that was issued to you over the last period of time or when you activated or upgraded your service. So you, maybe many of you actually own that device, or you have one of these other two options to either rent it from the ISP or you've just bought it outright. Wanted to just very briefly just talk about some of the advantages here. If you buy it, it's a one-time cost. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. You can configure it exactly the way you want, but you're also responsible for that. If you're the one responsible for securing your business, you're going to have to know all the configuration that's within there that can prevent unwanted connectivity from the outside. Any firmware updates, things to keep this thing secure. The other option here is to rent the equipment, which is really just a kind of the same responsibilities, only you don't have to front the cost of that device should it fail, especially when you get into these advanced gateway devices, which is an all-inclusive device, has a modem, it has a router, has a switch, has other features all in. The cost of those can definitely go up. So if for some reason it failed, even if one of those elements failed, you're looking at a full replacement of that device. The rent option there is nice because you can tell your ISP, say, hey, it failed. They bring you another one, swap it out, no additional cost to you. And then, of course, back to that ISP owned, the same thing. If it fails, they're there, they replace it, but they're also taking over a lot of the management. They will configure it their way based on a standard deployment. They will keep up with firmware updates, anything that's required to keep it secure. That's provided by your ISP.